Hello everybody, Maven here, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. And this is the Grandmaster Strat that you need to know about. If you look at what's happening on your screen right now, I am just sitting in front of this unstoppable champion on Grandmaster Proving Grounds, and there is not a thing he can do to me. He cannot touch me. So when Glaives came out with the release of the Witch Queen, it was an absolute meme to use them in a Grandmaster. If you brought a Glaive to a GM, your teammates would look at you like you don't know what you're doing. So they kind of fell off the radar. But with Season 17, Glaives are coming back with a vengeance. People are using them again. They feel better than ever, and here's the reason why. So before Season 17 came out, Bungie released a TWAB that announced all the buffs that Glaives have gotten this season. They are doing 25% extra damage in PvE now, and the shield duration is increased by 30% so you can block longer. And while you're blocking, you are blocking 97.5% of damage. That is just stupid. That is why the Grandmaster champions can't even leave a scratch on you. You have the resilience of 40 Guardians put together. So this is the new strat. You just chill with your Glaive shield up in the face of an unstoppable champion, or any kind of champion for that matter, or any major or any boss. All you have to do is grab their attention while they ineffectively shoot at you while your teammates peck at them from afar. So today's video is based around a specific Glaive. So before we talk about that Glaive and the role you should be going for, just take a look at this clip. So this is in the boss room of the Grandmaster Proving Grounds, and you know those balls that the boss shoots at you that will just one-shot you? I'm holding up my Glaive shield, and I'm able to survive multiple volleys of those balls while also being hammered by an unstoppable champion, and I am living. That is insane, because every single one of these things I'm blocking should kill you, but I'm surviving dozens and dozens of attacks. So the Glaive in question for today is the Lubrae's Ruin that you get from the Vow of the Disciple raid. I highly recommend grinding for 5 red borders of this so that you can craft it. So the role we're really going for shield duration. So I have a shield duration masterwork. I have on low impedance windings, which gives extra shield duration. There is also auxiliary reserves, but it reduces your reload speed greatly, which I really don't like. I have a pendant mag on. The mag doesn't really matter too much. I considered alloy, I considered light mag, but overall I just like having the extra shot in the magazine because it works well with the perk we're going to talk about in a moment. Now the second perk slot, we have Unstoppable Force. Blocking damage with your Glaive shield is going to increase your projectile damage for a short time. Now you can enhance it if you want, but I really don't think the second perk slot matters all too much on this Glaive. It's all about the first perk. And before we talk about that first perk, I have to give a little quick introduction onto how Glaives actually work. So for those who are relatively new to Glaives, this is how they work. So if you think just holding up your aim button when you have a Glaive out is going to allow you to block, that's not how it works. You need to charge your Glaive's energy. So as you see, when I try to block with the Glaive, this cursor that appears around your crosshair is your bar of Glaive energy. And in order to fill that energy, you have to get ranged damage with your Glaive. And when you do, it's going to put a little bit of charge into that bar that's surrounding your crosshair, and that is the energy that you can then hold your aim button to block damage with. And so here's a clip of me getting a few kills with the Enigma Glaive. It takes a few shots to get this bar fully charged up so I can block damage for a little while. So that brings us to the first perk slot on the Lubrae's Ruin, which make it the best Glaive for Grandmasters. It gets a movable object. No other Glaive in the game gets this perk. It says that dealing range damage grants increased weapon energy while you're stationary with your shield raised, and I even enhanced this perk so now it grants substantially increased weapon energy. So to activate this perk, you just got to get a range shot to give yourself a little bit of energy so that you can actually be stationary with your shield raised, and then it's only going to take you 2 shots to pretty much max out your Glaive energy so that you can block for a super long time. It took basically double the amount of shots for the Enigma to get to max charge. So overall, the Lubrae's Ruin is going to allow you to block twice as long as the Enigma, and this is why it's the best Glaive for Grandmasters. Now, if you're going to use a Glaive in a Grandmaster, I highly recommend using it on Invis Hunter, if not Titan's fine, but I wouldn't use it on a Warlock, and here's why. Glaives take super long to reload, unless you're using alloy mag or light mag with the glaive loader mod on your gloves. So when you have to reload, when you're in the face of a champion on a Grandmaster, the best thing to do is to just dodge and go invis and use that invis time to reload your glaive and then go back to doing what you were doing. Or if you're a Titan, you can just put up a barricade, reload behind it, and then peek back out and keep doing what you were doing. Warlock has no such defense. A Rift is not really going to save you in the face of a champion. So I guess that's going to do it. Now for the rest of the video, I'm going to show you some clips of some Grandmaster Proving Grounds gameplay with the glaive. But before we get to that, I'm just going to do my outro here. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button and leave a comment down below. Those two actions really help the algorithm and the video's performance. And if you're new, consider subscribing. Feel free to leave your feedback and suggestions, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.